Hey everybody, Theissman here. Week 1 in the NFL is about to start, and we are here going to discuss some teams that we're going to keep an eye on this week. And this will also go to not only just our football team, but our fantasy football team, but teams that we are looking at, like I told you in the beginning of the start of the season or the preseason, teams that we're keeping an eye on. Right now, as we're recording, it is Thursday. We are looking forward to the Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. That is this Thursday night game. Of course, like I said, I have a dog in the hunt because the Ravens are my defense on my our fantasy league team. So we are looking for the Ravens to stop Patrick Mahomes. That's not going to happen. I know what you're talking about back there, Steve. I know. I didn't introduce you. All right. So the star of the show. Okay, I'm the co-host. The star of the show, Steve Young. There he goes. There. You had your intro. Okay. But we are looking for the Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs tonight. That is going to be a great football game. Looking forward to seeing some great football this year. As always, like I said in the previous video, we've got a dog in the hunt. And especially in this game because the Ravens are our defense. I really like defensive team. Let's go. Let's keep the score low and get us some points to start. If we can start off great, get a good start. That will also show our projection as we are going into Sunday. And let's keep the ball rolling. All right. So a few other games that we will be watching this Sunday. Just to let you know, these are teams that I have told you that we're going to keep an eye on. The Packers versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, I also have another dog in the hunt because my starting quarterback is plays for the Philadelphia Eagles on our fantasy team. But I'm also a Packers fan, and I want to see the Packers beat the Eagles, which highly unlikely. But because the Eagles are a really good football team. We will see this year. I know people are already projecting who's going to be in the Super Bowl. Why? I mean, come on, NFL. I understand you pros, but not this early. That NFL preseason doesn't tell you what's going to happen this year because it can't. Because, even if you're looking at wins and losses when it comes to preseason, it does not dictate the season. Because most of those guys are trying to get spots. So don't project who's going to the Super Bowl based on NFL preseason. That's kind of not right, and of course they're also going to be projecting based on previous years as well, which is okay. All right. I can see that. I mean, if we're calling it, Kansas City is probably going to go to the Super Bowl. There's no reason why they shouldn't go to the Super Bowl. They pretty much have the same team as they had last year, so they should go to the Super Bowl. Okay, I understand that point, but if you're going to lock them in, hey, what happens if the Ravens, let's just say the Ravens beat the Kansas City Chiefs tonight? There will be a lot of there'll be a lot of turmoil. People will be like, what's going on? But then they blow up because, oh my God, the Kansas City Chiefs just lost to the Baltimore Ravens. And, hey, calm down. It's only one game. But, people go crazy about that. Also, we're going to watch those dastardly Steelers, those no-good cheaters. I call you out every single week. I will do it until the day I die. You are no good, dastardly heels, Steelers. And I don't like you. You have damaged our team for many years. And those dastardly Steelers versus the Falcons. We're hoping the Falcons put one on you and make you pay for all the bad things you've done to all the teams in the league throughout the years. You dastardly heels, you. So, yes, the Falcons will keep an eye on that game. I also have a dog in the hunt there because I think, well, I do have a running back that I'm keeping an eye on that I have on the bench. So, we'll keep an eye on that. The other game that we're going to watch are the Dallas Cowboys with the Cleveland Browns. Let's go Browns. All right, yeah. The reason why I'm keeping an eye on that, because A, I'm a Browns fan. C, I have projected that the Cowboys, how about them Cowboys? You know, I really thought the Cowboys had a chance last year. I placed my bets. I lost. Old Steve back there laughed at me thinking I was freaking crazy. Yeah, but whose team lost in the Super Bowl, Steve? Huh? Your team lost in the Super Bowl. He don't like it when you tell him that. But yes, his team lost in the Super Bowl anyway. But we're also going to keep an eye on the 49ers, and we'll get more. Show me more here, little tablet. Let's see who the Niners. Let's see who you're playing against. Can't have a bye week. It's week 1. Steve. Let's see. Oh, you're playing the Jets. You know what? You get off by playing the Jets. Geez, Steve. He gets off. His team gets an easy win. No, that's not true. No offense to Jets fans. Sorry. But, you know, Jets and... is this a home game for the Jets? I think it might be. But the Jets and the 49ers are playing. Hey, you might lose because Aaron Rodgers is playing, I think. I hope he's playing. I mean, I've heard he should be back. But we're going to keep an eye on that game. Of course, the other game we're going to look forward to. Oh, my. The Lions and the Rams are playing this year. Wow. Looking forward to that. The Detroit Lions, like I said, they showed me so much great progress last year. And I am looking forward to seeing what the Lions can do this year. I'm always going to be an underdog, the fan. And I think the Lions, they got a lot to prove this year. Prove that it's not just one year. Come on, Lions. You can do it. I believe in you. Okay? And that's coming from someone who, you know, not a fan of, you know, let's just say from someone who's in the great state of Ohio, and we have our little friction between the great state of Michigan. I'm rooting for you. And if you understand, you know, the Michigan-Ohio rivalry that we have had, that thing goes deep, just about as deep as the Steelers and the Browns. Just to give you a little history lesson, I mean, when you look Ohio State versus Michigan, you know, we are at each other's throats, and it's like genetic at this point. Like, it has been bred into both sides. Yeah. So, I'm rooting for you, Detroit. I want you to win. I want you to look good. I really do. Because, hey, not only that, you are part of the NFC North. And if you can make that league look good, and if we're all looking good, then everyone's doing good. And that's just the thing. So, keep it up. I'm rooting for you, but those are the teams we will be looking forward to this weekend. It starts with the Ravens, Kansas City Chiefs. Let's go Ravens! I can't believe, oh my God, that put a bad taste in my mouth to say that. But we got a fantasy football team that has the Ravens as our defense, and oh boy, I feel like vomiting saying that. I mean, once again, and the AFC North is in my blood. And just this root for another team. Especially them Ravens. Since them Ravens, do you think I got a problem with the Steelers? Okay, so here's my problem with the Ravens. They were my team before they moved to Baltimore. That was my team. Well, our team. Okay? They were here. They were in Ohio, and then they moved to Baltimore. Oh, Art Modell. Oh boy, don't get anyone from this state on Art Modell because we despise him. Okay, so, but there's a reason why we don't like the Ravens. There's a reason why we don't like the Steelers. We barely stand Cincinnati. Sorry, Cincinnati. You're okay by me, okay? But like I said, it's you're going to learn a lot about the AFC North this year, because boy, I'm talking football this year a lot. We're going to talk some wrestling probably. I think I'm going to talk more about PLEs when it comes to wrestling than just the show, because the show is weekly. You can watch it every day, but once we see a PLE, we're going to do a review. The next PLE, I do believe, is Bad Blood for the WWE. I don't watch AEW wrestling. It is not my cup of tea. I cannot stand one of the announcers, so I do not watch it. And it's not Jim Ross, and it's not Tony Schiavone, and it's not Taz. So, that narrows down to the announcer that I cannot stand. I cannot stand his voice. I cannot understand his. I don't stand his look, his voice. It does not work for me. I have tried and tried and tried, but the one announcer that, like I said, you narrowed it down. It's not Tony Schiavone. It's not Taz. It's not Jim Ross. It wasn't the other guys that they brought in and then fired. So there's only one person, and it's supposed to be the AEW head announcer. So I cannot stand his voice, his look, his demeanor. And it's a personal thing. I mean, it just does not sound. My ears can't stand it. Okay, I have tried. So the reason why I don't watch AEW wrestling, right here in this video, when someone wants to know why I don't watch AEW wrestling, I can't stand one of the announcers. If he was gone and they replaced him with somebody else that sounded better to my ears, I would probably watch it or give it a try. Okay, so I like wrestling. All right, I want to watch wrestling. So, all types of wrestling. I like indie wrestling. I've went to indie shows. It's just their announcer is not for me, and that's fine. He might be perfect for you, which is okay. But we are rambling on here in this video. We were talking football and we went to wrestling. And Steve Young back there, he's giving me the snake eye because we are supposed to be talking about football and not wrestling. I have been the Theissman. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Share it around. Do all that great stuff. Give me a little comment. Tell me I'm crazy. I talk to posters and I have a CM Punk hat and all this other stuff. Tap, 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 tap. What's up with that weird old hat he's got on his head? Why does he have a weird accent? Blah, 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 blah. Just tap, tap. Just do all the comments you can. Just throw me a paragraph. I'll read it for you. But until next time, Theissman, he's out of here.